Good morning, class 11th. Today's chapter is Animal Kingdom. When you look around, just see in your house, you'll see different type of organisms. Spiders, lizards, snake, rat, cat, bat, human beings, cow, horses. All they are having the different structure, yet they all are similar in some other aspects. There are thousands and millions of species present on the surface of earth, and it is very difficult to study all the species when they are in bulk or in just a group. To make your studies easier and systematic, these organisms should be grouped under one category with the help of certain similar characters or certain dissimilar characters. The classification is the phenomena of grouping all the organisms on the basis of similar characters and making your studies easier and systematic. How to do the classification in case of the animals? There should be certain bases, and these bases includes level of organization. Although all the animals they are present are actually having the same type of animal cell. The basic structural and functional unit is eukaryotic cell, that is having a well-defined nuclear membrane and nucleus is present. Centrosome is present for the initiation of the cell division. Similarly, if you will see, there are certain other characters such as animals are heterotrophic. They cannot prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. But differences are also there. A member of poriferan family like sponges, they cannot move from one place to another. Otherwise, all the other members of animal kingdoms, they move from one place to another in search of food and shelter and to protect themselves from their enemies. This level of organization is cellular level in case of poriferans. In case of Hydra, if you will see, remember the previous classes, those hydras, they do not have well-defined organ, although certain specialized tissues are present for the process of digestion, excretion, etc. They are having a tissue level organization. In case of tapeworm, which are living inside the body of the host always, there is another condition, that is they do not require a well-defined digestive system, because in case of the blood circulatory system, it can be open type or the closed type. Open type means that the blood is completely present inside a cavity that is called hemocoel, and all the organs, they are embedded inside that so that they can do the diffusion of gases and nutrient materials. But in a closed circulatory system, as in case of human beings or other mammals, birds, reptiles, you'll see that the blood is flowing inside the vessels, whether artery, veins or the capillaries. So in that type of the condition, the blood is not coming directly in touch with the organs. Through the capillaries only, it is getting the nutrition or the gas transport, and the other substances can be transformed from one part to the another part. Then there are certain conditions where you will see that the body can be divided into two equal halves. Like in case of cycon, sponges, phylum Porifera, they are not having any particular shape. So you cannot divide it into two equal halves from single plane. So that type of organism, they are known as asymmetrical, meaning that having no symmetry. While in case of hydra or in case of other organisms such as other coelentrates, sea anemones, starfishes, their body can be divided into two equal halves from different radii. That type of symmetry is called radial symmetry. While in case of insects, birds, fishes, there you will see they can be divided into two equal halves from only one plane, and they are known as bilaterally symmetrical. After the formation of the zygote continuously divides to form the embryo. During this phase, the cells are arranged in the three different layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. In those organisms where all these three layers are properly present and can give form to the different organs later on, they are called diploblastic organisms. If only two layers are present, that is ectoderm and endoderm, no mesoderm in that case. And those organisms, they are having three layers: ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm, are called triploblastic organisms. All the higher organisms, they belong to this group of triploblastic organisms. Those organisms which are not having mesoderm properly present, in those cases, all the multicellular higher organisms, they belong to this category of the triploblastic organism. Those organisms in which the mesoderm is not present, they will not have a proper coelom or a cavity inside which different organs are embedded. If the cavity or the coelom is completely absent, then they are known as acoelomate organism. But if the cavity is present but it is in patches, or a false cavity which is not of mesodermal origin is present, then they are known as pseudocoelomate. While all the higher organisms, they are having a well-defined cavity inside which all these organs are present, those are known as coelomate organism. These coelomate organisms will have a well-defined cavity: stomach, intestine, liver, pancreas, in case of females, ovaries, excretory system, all that are present inside this cavity. In some organisms, the body is externally and internally divided into segments, and these segments have repeatedly different type of the organs present. For example, in case of the earthworm, if you are cutting it after the 20th segment or the 25th segment, in all these segments will have a part of digestive system, part of excretory system, part of locomotion, and other parts, meaning that these segments, they are exactly similar to the other. Those organisms are known as metamerically segmented organisms. Notochord is a mesodermally derived cell or rod-like structure formed on the dorsal side during the embryonic development in some animals. Animals with the notochord are called chordates, and those animals which do not have this structure are called non-chordates. In certain cases, this chordate notochord develops into the vertebral column. So those organisms are known as vertebrates. So in other words, all the chordates are not vertebrates, but all the vertebrates are chordates. This is simply the basis of classification of the animal kingdom. Thank you.